job layoffs continuing. I mean, this is like every time I come on here, I'm telling you guys more places are having job cuts. More places are finding that maybe we don't need this 10,000 employees we have over here. Maybe we don't need these 4,000 bankers we have. And like we called, or I've been posting, and if you're in the Discord group, which I will post a link to in the comments after the video is over, we've been talking about a white collar recession. Now, not a recession that you can find where people who are welders, plumbers, and people with jobs that aren't involved in technology. We're talking about people with trades are safe. A white collar worker is someone who's working in finance, in a tech company, Snapchat, Facebook, Amazon, Goldman Sachs, Salesforce, Vimeo. But these are the type of companies that we're going to see continuing to realize that maybe in 2020 we hired way too many people. These things like Peloton, those prices were not justified. Roku, prices were not justified. You're seeing those companies down 70, 80, 90%. Amazon is looking to cut over 18,000 people. Salesforce is slashing 10% of their workforce. Vimeo, 11%. And Goldman Sachs is cutting 4,000 bankers any day now. And every time I come on here, it's another bank, it's another major tech company. We're talking about Amazon, one of the largest, strongest companies on the planet. I mean, this company probably has a bigger GDP than some of the countries in Africa. We're talking about Amazon, 18,000 people. And that's probably nothing of what they have. And that's a large, that's 18,000 families that no longer have that income. So, I mean, and I think this is just the beginning. We still see rates rising at maybe not by 75 basis points, but 50 is still up a half a point or a half a percent every single 2-3 months. We're seeing this, and it's still going up. We're not seeing any slowing down. We're not seeing cutting. It's we still have a long way to go. He's been saying we still have a long way to go. So what do you think about this? Do you think is this an overreaction, or is this a reasonable concern for the average American right now?
I think this is a reasonable concern, because if this is happening in corporate America, some of like the top high end positions in these companies and stuff like that, and as you said, it's a result of the Fed raising these interest rates, and now there's less liquidity in the entire economy flowing around, and we know a lot of people make their living not just off of income but asset bubbles, and we're not in a bull market anymore. We are really in a bear market where a lot of prices are down. So, and that goes the same for these companies. Like, these companies are taking some of their cash and they're investing their money in the bull market.
In a bull market, everybody's a genius. Everybody can make money. You can make money flipping cars. Make money doing anything.
But as I was saying, I was like, just like everybody, even these big companies invest in the bull market and stuff like that. And they just like, we cutting down on all of our money because they see something happening. Remember when big entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, we were hearing about them selling off their stocks and stuff like that. And then, here comes months later, the market is going down like really bad. So I think this is just a heads up on what the current state of the real economy is. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking good. You know what I'm saying? It's not as much liquidity in the market as there was the past 2 years from 2021 to 2022. So, that's why we're seeing this stuff happen. And the odd thing about it too, even companies that aren't this big, they aren't hiring people.
Yeah, but they got now hiring signs in front of their buildings. So
exactly, but you're not hiring. People have, like, that's what's blowing my. So it's like, what is going on here?
Yep.
People have these now hiring, then people come in to be hired. It's like they're leading people on, and then you mess around and see the video of, like, what was it, the McDonald's with the robot AI at the drive-thru. Like, what is going on here? Y'all like trying to mock people, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come get hired. Psych, no, we can't hire you, you know what I'm saying? We don't got the money like that.
Oh, not even
like it's odd.
Not even just that McDonald's. There is a new bank somewhere in America. I forgot which state. I saw it on Twitter that they have no tellers. There's no tellers in the bank, and it's completely digital. There's no need for a teller. The machine can work itself. The cog of the machine, the wheels are just starting to turn on their own without any slaves pushing it anymore. And that's, I mean, the day they can get rid of you, the slave, and just have you plugged into a VR all day with some food tube giving you nutrients so you survive and just consume media all day long.
Mhm.
It's a slippery slippery slope.
And the thing about it too, like even me, when I go to the bank, I don't even go inside. I just use the ATM, and then I'm going about my day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using the machine and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? It's a faster process. Now imagine just a whole bank. You walk into a bank and it's just full of ATMs, no teller, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the ATMs do the same thing that the bank tellers do. So then a company or the bank is looking at, you know, their money, their expenses, their balance sheets, and they're like, people are using ATMs more than they're even going to the bank teller. Why do we even need the bank teller? They're taking up money
Mm-hmm.
at the teller. So
And if you've been to Walmart recently, you see how many cash registers or real people working at the register versus the machine, the self checkout machine. It's ridiculous, and it's slower. You can't use cash. I mean, that's a thing. It's an epiphany in itself. You can't even use cash at the self register system. You have to use the credit card. This is at every Walmart I've been to in Massachusetts. It's the lines are completely backed up. There's maybe two real life people, and there's six self help machines, and that's what you're doing. You're doing self help. You're packing it. You're bagging it. You're scanning it your own, and the machine is just there, and you pay through the machine. So it's going to get to the point where you're not going to use cash for anything anymore. All you have to do is get this neat little chip into your hand, and then wave it over the cash register, and that's it. It'll take currency away from your social credit score system. It'll take points away from
yeah,
your Twitter likes. That's where it'll take the money from.